Let me first express my gratitude to IIT for, and particularly the director, for allowing me in your campus. Coming to IIT campus itself is a great honor. So I must thank the director, deputy director, dean, and all the faculty members for allowing me to be here. Today my pleasure is not double, triple, I mean manifold, because it seldom happens that one dreams of something and very smoothly it sails through, and finally you can see the fruits in a few months' time. And this is exactly what has happened this time. My exposure to Industry 4.0 was not very old. I mean, in the department itself, I was not very old. So I was first exposed in April 16 in Hanover. And then I learned that what it is exactly, how we can do something about the industry. Then I learned, of course, in my department, we did some analysis. My excellent teamwork, Sanjay is here. Of course, my joint secretary is in Sri Lanka, he is not here. And other joint secretary is also not here, and other team members are not here. Only Sanjay is here today. But they all really worked as a team to give me ideas how it can evolve. We, of course, had this national capital goods policy which had been announced by the government only a few months ago. So that was as the basis on which we had to launch our dream really to make it a reality. What we realized that India had lost the first industrial revolution and the second industrial revolution. The third one, to some extent, yes, not because of the government, but in spite of the government, and perhaps because the government was not there. That is the digital age, where the industry and the academia played a great role in making it a success, and India is today is really a great supplier of the skills for that digital economy. Fourth industrial revolution has already started, and we thought that if we miss bus this time, again we'll be suffering, and it will be difficult for our companies to survive, because things are disrupting so much, things are changing so much in this industries these days, that we have to change and adopt it very fast. I did visit Fraunhofer in Germany, and Standby also we had an interaction, and we saw how they are doing it, and we found that there is a love marriage between the industry and academia there, and the Fraunhofer is kind of an institution which really works for the industry. Even Steinbach, there are 3 levels of industrial research which goes on in Germany, and that's an ideal model to be followed anywhere perhaps. Then we had an MOU with Fraunhofer, then we thought how to go about it. So December end, towards December end, we had the first stakeholders conference with all the people in the industry, the consultants, software people. Automation Association was an important one, because Dilip and I had a talk in November sometime in Bombay, I remember that, when we are discussing about this. So then we got the idea what exactly is expectation from the government, and then we said, okay, in that case we will, of course our new scheme is yet to be launched under the National Capital Goods Policy, but then we said we will not sit idle. In the existing framework itself, we will work out our schemes, and we tried to do that. And we encourage that in our entire National Capital Goods Policy Director Sahab, we have this essential item that academia and industry have to work together. Then only we sanction anything. Otherwise, it's not useful for the industry, so we don't support that. But typically, the DSTs type of organizations, they are very, very useful, but unless that gets converted for the industrial use, it's not of much use to our department and our clientele of the department. So that is how the idea started, and today I am really happy that we could sanction 4 such centers, not 1, where every time all these centers, we put our conditions that we expect this much, you have to do it. I remember about in May perhaps there was a presentation was there when the IT and all people came to me, and before they started presentation I said, these are the minimum requirements I want from you, and lo and behold the presentation was almost on the similar line. So it was such a matching ideas that I was really happy that perhaps government and the industry and the academia all are thinking alike. Of course, some technical that we insisted that SPV must be there, and so we expect from all these institutions that it must be not only training and exposing people to what exactly all these digital cyber physical world offers to the industry at the managerial level, at the shop floor level, and all levels, but also do many other things like master training, doing the startup incubation also you must do. You have to involve universities, but not only of the IIT but in the surrounding environment, and you must have as many members of industry as possible, and that will give you a support for the recurring expenditure to be there. And all these four have assured me that by November 19 it will be on its own. So that itself shows that it will be something which will be sustainable. So that is essential, that unless it is sustained, it cannot work really. And then there will be some use. But the real litmus test and the final thing will be the outcome. How many MSMEs, SME sector people, or how many industries we really help them to convert. Some of the institutions, I'll talk about other 2 or 3 also. One is with the Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore. There again we started and we said you will have to do some more work in the developmental side, and they are also emphasizing on not only development of in this area, cyber physical world, for the industrial use. They are also working how to adopt it to our Indian objectives, because we cannot lose jobs. We don't have the similar objective like Germany or the Western world. So we have to retain some of the jobs which we are essential. At the same time, we have to become competitive. We have to respond to the need of the consumers these days. Consumers are not asking for the product these days. They insist on product as a service. Uber is the classic example, and this has converted not only in Uber, many other areas where the heavy equipments are being supplied. Even hospitals, some major equipments are supplied, but they are not products owned by the hospital. They are run by the industry and used by the hospital. So service is the real thing which people want, and to orient the industry towards providing this, they have to have all the latest technology, the connectivity and everything which these centers will be offering. So I hope this will be a good exercise, and once Bangalore finally develops this, what exactly can be done for the Indian industry, how to adopt it, that will be really useful. We are also doing at CMTI, which is again at Bangalore, but on a larger scale on the practical side of it, not for the development side. And whatever is being developed by other institutions will be used there. In Pune, we have one private institute, of course, Kirloskar Institute of Advanced Management. They have come up, and they took the maximum initiative from the industry side. I must appreciate their efforts. They have also come out with a similar ideas, and they are not investing much on the infrastructure because they are using the existing infrastructure of many other companies. So different models are there. But we said, okay, we should have all the models. What we decided then, that we will connect all these centers and we'll call it as a hub. And then again, the idea came, we should call it Industry 4.0. One idea came I4, C4, Industry 4 for companies or something of this sort. But this idea again comes from Automation Association, and Dilip suggested that we must have our Indian names. So we have the system of acronyms. So we thought we'll go for Samarth Udyog, which is Smart Advanced Manufacturing and Rapid Transformation Hubs Udyog. So this will be Samarth Udyog because Udyog does become Samarth really and capable to deal with the latest, and this is what we have finally decided, and officially it is Samarth Udyog now. I hope with the involvement of the academia, industry, multinationals as well as the local industry, ACMA will be giving maximum representation to the local industry. So this will be real good cocktail where the best of the things will come out, and industry will be the gainer and the entire economy should be the gainer. This is what we expect from all these centers. But let me congratulate IT again for not only this center. We have not mentioned, it's not directly relevant, but we have also sanctioned a Center of Excellence for Textile Machinery. So textile machinery, we have particularly for the first time in the technical textiles and other textile, I think 5 or 6 particularly product development have been sanctioned. But that's only the beginning, because centers of excellence means that you will have all the facilities and you will keep on increasing and once you perform, the demands increase. I have gone to PSG College of Engineering in Coimbatore. We started one COE for welding, and initially there were 2 industries, but once they started working, more and more industries are joining and they are becoming partners. So that's the beauty of these centers of excellence. So we expect that center also to perform equally well under your leadership. Of course, I think you people are there. So definitely it will be a great success in this IIT. So with these words, again, I wish a very great success to something which has been our dream and which has come true in a few months' time. But I must thank and congratulate each and every partner of this. Automation Association of India, ACMA, other industries, and of course the IIT, who all sat together to make it really happen along with us. So thank you very much.